Bonjour, mon petit cheveux, Amber here, and today is a very exciting day for two reasons actually. Today, happy Hunger Games. Today is the release day of The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, which is the Hunger Games prequel. Today I'm going to have a new Hunger Games book in my hands. And we all know that that means the whole world to me, and I'm probably gonna cry. But more importantly, right now, I think at the end of April, I reached 500 subscribers on this channel. What? First of all, thank you so much if you have stumbled across this channel and decided to stick around. I'm not sure why, but I appreciate you. Like, really, I started this channel. I started my channel in 2013, I believe. Yeah, 2013, after a lot of drama and just anyway, and it didn't morph into like really a booktube, primarily booktube channel until what, like 2016 perhaps, 2016, 2017 maybe. I mean, I was always posting like book videos, but there was always something else. I was posting covers or makeup videos or concert vlogs or whatever. So for the whole, what, 7 years that I've been on YouTube, I never ever thought that I would surpass 100 subscribers, let alone there'd be, as of today, 514 people that watch whatever I spit out and put on Amber Adorable, because I'm adorable. So thank you if you are one of them, and if you're not, it's not too late. That subscribe button's right there. But yeah, it means a lot, like, especially because I feel like, I don't know, I just kind of found a place in the book community, and I have made such great friends through the book community. I have just met so many great people, so many of my favorite authors through doing this. Before I started like really being an active member of the book community, I just, you know, read books constantly, went about my business. I didn't even think about going to book events, book launches, meeting up with other people, book conventions. So yeah, this is all like just really changed the game for me, changed my life. I'm gonna move on before I get emotional, but I also definitely have to thank Cindy from Read with Cindy, because I know I can't talk about any sort of, I guess, growth on YouTube and not acknowledge that this all kind of really started when she shouted out my channel last year. Yeah, last year I wasn't even at 300 subscribers. So thank you, Cindy, and thank you anyone who came from her channel, or wherever you came from. I'm just really thankful. Anyway, so in honor of this milestone, I decided to take another step in letting you all get to know me a little bit more. I decided that I would sit down and film a little mini Q&A video and also do a giveaway. So the details of the giveaway I'll do at the end, alongside the Q&A, if you were wondering what's going on here. Not really, because I rarely wear makeup on YouTube anymore. I'm tired. I'm also going to be doing a get ready with me for what? Who knows, sofa selfies, just to spice things up a little bit. Also because I haven't done my makeup in a while, and I kind of really want to play with some makeup right now. I have a few new Fenty bits that I've been wanting to play with, so I'm going to do that. I wanted to dress up a bit more for this video. I really did, but I figured I wanted to do a lot of things, but I figured I'm putting makeup on, so that kind of counts. I also wanted to paint my nails, but let's just get into it. I have the questions all saved here. Let's rattle a bit because I really meant to set this up. In the meantime, while I am taking my makeup out, I'm so excited for a new Hunger Games book. I'm nervous. I'm not nervous. I trust Suzanne. But also, did I ask for a book about President Snow? No, I did not. I'm really interested because I'm sure it's going to be some sort of villain origin story, so I'm interested in that. But I have been begging for years for a story of Finnick's games, or Haymitch's games. But maybe this is an opening of a door, and she'll give me what I deserve in the future. I also meant to wash my brushes. We're just gonna look past that. Thank you so much. I usually don't, I'm priming my whole face. I usually don't put foundation on my nose and my forehead. One, on my nose, it's kind of pointless. It gets rubbed all over the place by my glasses, and also the makeup there makes my glasses slip around more. But on my forehead also, because like my forehead's kind of fine. But I haven't been outside in a while. In like 3 months almost. Yeah, so I don't know what the foundation situation is gonna look like. Okay, let me pull up the questions. The first question is from my friend Emily. Hello, Emily. The majority of these questions come from Instagram because that's where I get the most interaction. So also follow me on Instagram. It's linked down below. All of my links are down below. You should know this by now. But anyway, my first question comes from my friend Emily. I don't know if she watches my YouTube channel. Her question is, we're starting off right off the bat with pretty, not heavy, but like kind of serious question. What are some of the challenges of posting, what are some of the challenges in posting on YouTube? I mean, for me personally, I guess you can say growing your channel, finding your audience, interaction. But for me also, I guess for me a lot of the time it's just the motivation, and not one, I guess, comparing myself to other people in the community, other people on YouTube, but also like letting myself fall. I do fall in a rut. That's the thing. I always feel like there's something else I want to be doing, or a different way I want to be doing something, but I can't figure out exactly how to do it. So I feel like I'm doing just the bare minimum, and I don't want to be doing the bare minimum. I have notes of different videos that I want to do. I've had these notes like for a year, and I'm just still posting read with me vlogs, or vlogs, or TBR videos, or just like the basics of YouTube. And then I wonder why like the views are not what other views are, because you know this is a whole game of comparing yourself to others. So for me, that's a challenge, is just I'm the challenge. I guess that's not just with YouTube though, that's with everything. I, especially lately, struggle with focusing on or remaining focused on things I need to do. Even when it comes to like writing this book, I haven't written in like 2 months because I can't seem to focus and figure out what I need to do with it, and then I'm left feeling mediocre and feeling like I want to stop. So I guess taking care of your mental health is very important. But on the flip side of that, I can also, I don't know if that answered the question. On the flip side of that, I can also say that the difference in how I was when I first started this channel, the way, even the fact that I used to get so upset if anyone else was in the room when I was filming, because like I get nervous and anxious with my mom sitting next to me. I felt like I couldn't film if I didn't have a full face of makeup on, or if I didn't look a certain way, if I wasn't like on all the time. And now I'm just like, look, which might also be like a downfall. Just like, look, this is my face, this is what I look like, you get what you get. If you don't like it, that's really not my problem. I really don't know if they answered the question, but it's also like 10 o'clock in the morning, so okay. Did you see that I just almost completely missed my mouth? Where did I put my concealer? I don't even wear this much concealer anymore. What am I doing? I guess we're doing full glam today. We're doing a full beat today. Let's let that dry down a bit. The next question is do you read classics? I try to. I have tried to. This is not the concealer stick I wanted to use today, but it's the hand that I was dealt this morning. I have tried to read the classics, to get into the classics. For several years, I have had the reading goal or reading resolution or whatever to read more classics, to implement more classics into my TBR. Did I use that right? And it doesn't ever seem to go well. I'm currently I've been listening to for months though, since like the start of the year. No, maybe since December. Little Women. I do find that listening to classics is a lot easier for me personally. Funnily enough, I think one of the few people that didn't hate the books that I had to read in high school. Well, no, let's be clear. I hated the books that we read. In freshman year, we read Of Mice and Men and Flowers for Algernon, and please don't even mention those books in my presence. Like when I got to senior year, when I got to AP English, we read, you know, the classic senior books. Gatsby. Was that senior year or junior year? I had the same English teacher for junior and English years. What? For junior and senior English, so I don't remember. Whenever we read The Great Gatsby, I love that book. I don't know, I enjoyed the books that we read, and then I guess it's so funny, becoming an adult, I'm just like, I will pass. If you have been watching for a while, you will have seen that I have tried to get into Jane Austen books. Jane Austen's really just not for me, I don't think. So the answer to that question, finally, is that I try to read classic books. I like to be able to read more and enjoy them. So if you have any suggestions of a classic novel that you think I might that I might like, especially like if you have been watching the channel and really think you have an understanding of my reading tastes, send them my way. I mean, there are quite a few that do you mind? That I plan to try to read. I've been hearing a lot of good things lately about Dorian Gray. I don't remember the full title of the book, but I think I wanna, is this blended or can I just not see? Whatever. So I think I might try to read that in the near future. Got a brand new Fenty brow pencil, so that's fun. Is this like a full face of Fenty? Basically, I really would have loved to have had my eyebrows done before this, but you know, Rona doesn't let me have nice things. Okay. Ooh, 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 please. So the next question comes from the Princess of Books. Hello. And the question is, if you can sit with one author and ask questions, who and what? I don't know what's going on outside, but I wish it would stop. That's tough. I have actually really been lucky that I have been able to meet most of my favorite authors and talk to them. Actually, it's actually a simple answer, especially today. It's the most appropriate answer today. Let me blend this out. I am sitting down with Miss Suzanne Collins, and I only have one question, and that's why? Why Finnick? Why? What was the reason? What was the reason?
What was the reason? What was the reason?
Suzanne. I just want to know her thought process when she went into writing Mockingjay and why she felt that particular trauma was necessary. I mean, Gale was right there. Gale was right there. Literally, he was literally right there. He's the one that told Katniss that no one else is coming up. Also, I would like to ask her why, speaking of Finnick, that scene, his death scene, really only got one sentence, and why we just kind of was like, oh, no one's coming, no one else is coming. I mean, I guess I get it, because like in the moment they don't have time for processing. Katniss doesn't have time to process what just happened, and that half her team is dead, including like her best friend, because I don't care about Gale Hawthorne. He can choke. Finnick Odair is Katniss Everdeen's, because I'm governmenting all of them. Katniss' best friend, and like all their arguments are invalid. So yeah, that's my question. That is all I want to know. Why? I mean, I sort of even understand more so why she killed Prim, because that was sort of like the final nail in the coffin, the catalyst that led Katniss to kill Coin. After talking to Snow, I don't know why I'm giving y'all a rundown on Mockingjay, just read the book, to kill President Coin, because she killed her sister basically. Well, Gale killed her sister. Gale didn't kill her sister. Gale, whatever. Y'all know the story. If you don't, I'm sorry. It's been out for like 300 years. Read a book. This is also why I don't really wear makeup on my forehead, because like my skin between my eyebrows is so dry, and it always catches weirdly on the texture there. It doesn't blend out well. I also, on the list of things I wanted to do, I wanted to find my beauty sponge, because I'm tired of my under eyes looking gross, but I couldn't find it. See, I think Suzanne Collins is the only answer, honestly, because everybody else that I really love, the ones that are alive, I've met. Okay, the next question comes from Officially Ampior on Instagram, and she asks, why are you so annoying with a kissy face? So I'm sorry. I wanted to do that. I wanted to deliver that seriously, but I don't know why I couldn't. But That's me. That's my main account. But to answer your question, officially Amber Dior, it is a gift that I was born with. I was like, what is that perfumey smell? I forgot that this is the Sweet Peach palette, but it smells like peaches. Isn't that why you bought it, Amber? Partly. Honestly, confession time. I bought this palette back when I was still like really into Call Me By Your Name. We don't have to talk about it. I wanted to do a peach look, but we're past it. We are past that. In fact, I think I just sold out of the last Call Me By Your Name inspired candle that I had on Etsy, and it sucks because they're both like two of my favorite candles I've ever made. The scent, I love how they smell, but I just don't feel comfortable restocking them. I would love to find like another book or movie or like fandom related thing to attach the scents to. So if you can think of anything like bookish or movie, TV, music related that has anything to do with peaches, or the other one is like apricot scented. They were both based off of, the one was Mystery of Love and the other one was Visions of Gideon. You know how they say your eyebrows are sisters, not twins? I'm not even sure if they're cousins. I'm not even sure if they're cousins. How did we get here? Side note, speaking of Hayley Williams, no one was speaking of Hayley Williams. Petals for Armor is everything. Absolutely everything, but I expected nothing less. The next 3 questions are all from Brittany from Melina Eclectic. Hi. The first one, we're getting deep. The first one is, what's your biggest fear? Ma'am, let me finish my brows first. Not ever accomplishing anything really with myself, my life. Always just like being kind of hollow, I suppose, and not finding something that I'm actually passionate about and just kind of floating for the rest of my life. And I can't even say that I'm not passionate about anything. It's just I'm like the way my brain works, I want to talk about, okay, I process things weirdly and feel things weirdly, and I don't ever really, I can't tell. I'll use the writing as an example. I'm at this place where I'm trying to figure out if I'm doing it because I am passionate about writing or actually enjoy writing, or if it's just something I've always done. And honestly, I don't know the difference. My biggest fear is just remaining stagnant for the rest of my life and dying without doing anything, you know? Like, I can get into a whole deeper conversation, but I don't want to because I don't know why. I just teared up a bit. Let's move on. Let's move on. Thanks, Brittany. The next question is so much easier. Is it easier to answer? I mean, I won't cry over it. Next question is, who is your dream date? Well, hold that thought. I am going to try out, usually I do my bronzer next, but I don't know how that's gonna work considering I'm using a cream blush, and generally you don't put cream on top of powder products. Actually, I'll just bring my bronzer up higher. Ooh, it's been so long. What brush do I use for, here it is. Okay, who's my dream date? I was about to really expose myself, but I'm just gonna go, I mean, I'll go, being that his newest music video just came out, I think it's fairly obvious, and also he lives on my wall. I'm gonna go with my man's Mr. Harry Edward Styles. Never mind. He just has a very kind spirit from what I've seen. He's also like really charming, and he's nice to look at, and he loves watermelon and enjoys eating watermelon. Harry Styles is my dream date, I think. Today. I could also... Ooh, Dev Patel just popped into my head. Ooh. Dev Patel. So one of them. I mean, I have a... If we're strictly talking about celebrity crushes, we're here for another year. We're here until we're out of quarantine. Maddie Healy and or Ross McDonald. I'm gonna just stick with Harry or Dev. Yes. Hello, it's much later and I need to interject really quick because I just realized who the answer to this question is. The answer to this question is Tyler Cameron. A man's. Ooh. If you don't know, Tyler was on Hannah Brown's season of The Bachelorette. We don't have to talk about Hannah. I love him. And then the last of Brittany's questions is, what is your dream job? And honestly, I don't know. I have a few, I guess. I mean, obviously I'm writing a book. I'm writing several books, so an author has to be on that list, right? What blush do I want to use? No, not that one. That one's too bright. I have always wanted to, I don't know, is this a surprise to anyone? It shouldn't be. I always wanted to be on Broadway, actually. I mean, an actor in general. Fun fact that I am not going to go too deep into right now. When I left college, I left to immediately start pursuing acting, and then that kind of fell by the wayside, but we're not going to talk about that right now. We're not going to talk about it right now. But like, since I was very young, like 5, 6, I wanted to be on Broadway. I wanted to work in the theater. I wanted to be an Annie, but I didn't want to be Annie. I wanted to be one of the orphans. I don't know, that was just something I've always loved theater and musicals. Then when I actually started performing in them in high school, I just fell deeper in love, and just like that feeling when you're on stage and you're like just in another character, and just it's just like a rush. And then I kind of, like I was talking about, the whole stagnancy, I don't care. I just kind of pushed things out, and then I went to see Wicked last summer, me and one of my friends from high school, and I cried through a lot of Wicked. When I left, Wicked's my favorite musical. Also, that's why this hit me so hard. I left just feeling like, wow, this is what I felt, like that same rush. It was like, I need to be a part of this. Not just, I want to be in Wicked so bad. And I was thinking, I want to make people feel the way I feel right now. So that. I also want to open my own bakery. I don't know how much of this I want to use. I want to open my own bakery. For a while I was talking about going to culinary school, a thing that might still happen. My dad was a chef. Fun fact. Our girl should be following in his footsteps, and apparently, I don't know if this is just mixing with the blush I already have on here, but I don't care. He was like a chef, but he also wanted to, I think my mom said, be a baker. So I'm like, oh, is that genetic? That's a lot of blush. I'm wearing a lot of blush right now. So yeah, those are some of the things that I'd love to do. I was an international studies major in college, so I probably love to do anything that allows me to work in that field. I don't know what that field would be. Use that degree, I guess. Like, could I be a professional? I would love to be a professional travel blogger. I mean, travel films and a travel blog, and talk about food around the world. I don't know, I have just, you know, that's a lot of blush. I look feverish, but I do like this blush. I like this a lot, actually. I like the color. I might have used it a bit much, but I like the color. I like how it doesn't accentuate my texture. I'm gonna powder my skin now. Maybe I am passionate about something, because I just teared up talking about theater, musicals. So next I'm going to answer some questions from Twitter. I have 2 questions from Twitter. First one is from @dumbravioli. Hello, Abby. Her question is top 5 absolute must reads and why. Why? Let me powder first. Is it gonna storm today or something? Cause what is going on outside? That sucks if it does, because like I wanted to take pictures outside today. So I don't know how to answer this question, because one, my favorite books change all the time. I'm always adding to the list. I'm always reading something and then suddenly I become obsessed with it. So that is difficult to narrow down 5. And also because I am actually planning a video with a very similar concept, books that I ride or die for. The first one is a series, and it's not, most of these aren't any surprise because I think all of them, I talk about them a lot. The first one, no surprise, is the Hunger Games series, which is my favorite series, which is why today is so very special to me. I have talked extensively about my love of the Hunger Games, specifically Catching Fire. That's my favorite book of the series, and it's my favorite movie of the movies. I was gonna say the trilogy, but there are 4 movies. If someone were going to ask me a book series they should read, I'm obviously going to tell them the Hunger Games. I mean, hello. I've read the books, if you don't know, 10 times as of November 2019. Next is Monday's Not Coming by Tiffany D. Jackson. Why? Because that book wrecked my life. And Tiffany Jackson is magical. She's, oh my god. She's definitely one of my favorite authors. Her books are phenomenal, all of them. But Monday's Not Coming just like really hit different, and honestly I read it in February and I don't think I haven't recovered from it. Like, I think about it and I'm just shook all over again. It's also a book I haven't heard a single person say a negative thing about. It's rude how good her books are. I mean, they will wreck you, except Let Me Hear a Rhyme. That was also so good, but like completely different than the rest of her books. But I loved it so much. The next is actually a book I don't, here's the contour stick I wanted. It was in my brush pouch, not my makeup pouch. The next book is actually a book I don't talk about too much, but it's actually one of my favorite books, and I will explain why. And it's Born a Crime by Trevor Noah, specifically the audiobook. Now, I first listened to the book, I think it was 2018, June or something, which I may be completely making that up. But I've also re-listened to it so many times I could probably recite it from memory. I mentioned before I'm someone who needs not just noise to go to, not noise, but not just, I can't go to sleep in silence. So I need something with dialogue, so either an audiobook, but most other audiobooks I haven't listened to before, so I would want to focus on it. But there's something very soothing about Trevor's voice and the way he narrates the book. One, I love the book, I love the story. It's, I don't know, just easy, it's funny, it's at times just heavy, but like, I don't know, the way, like I said, there's something really, really soothing about his voice, so I listen to it all the time. I have a loop of things I use to help me go to sleep. It's always the same thing. It's either this book, or one of the Narnia movies, the Book Thief movie, or Once Upon a Time. I love Trevor. Anyway, I don't know what I'm going to do with my eyes. I never ever do. I never do. I'm always winging it. So next is no surprise to absolutely anyone, and it's We Hunt the Flame by Hafsa Faizal. One of my favorite books of all time. My favorite book of 2019. I don't know what else. I love the world it's set in. I love every single character in that book. I just want the best for them, but I know I'm not going to get that because I can't have nice things. We Hunt the Flame is a blessing, and We Free the Stars is going to destroy me. I say that a lot of books, but I know, I just know that it will, and I'm gonna let it, and I'm gonna be like, thank you, Hafsa. I think you can always tell if I really love a book. If I really love a book or an author, there will be a candle inspired. There are 4 We Hunt the Flame candles on my shop. What, I'm wearing yellow. I was immediately sucked in to this story, immediately invested, and just the way she writes is just beautiful. I also have like 6 copies of the first book. Next, I didn't want to talk about the same books I talk about all the time. I really didn't, especially because some of these will be mentioned in the video I'm planning. So I took it back to a book that I haven't talked about in years, actually, but I love so much. It's honestly, I think, one of the only contemporary, I guess technically Monday is a contemporary, but it's like a hard-hitting contemporary. But this book is I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson, and I need to reread it soon because like it's been years since I read it. In fact, this was like one of the books I read when I was like really first transitioning into booktube, and it stuck with me. The story was beautiful, the way it was written was beautiful. I love Jandy, especially considering that I don't really read contemporary like that. It has to be really special for me to like fully just rave about it and just be completely in love with it, and I am completely, I need to reread it. The twins, and just last book, I said 5, but I gave an I'm putting an honorable mention. One, I did just mention the movie in my movies I used to go to sleep. It's one of my favorite movies, therefore it's one of my favorite books also. Another one I've talked about, I haven't like, yes I have a little bit. It's The Book Thief by Markus Zusak. I reread it 2018, I think. I reread it after like 5 years of reading it the first time, and it still made me feel all the feels that I felt the first time I read it. I absolutely adore the story. I think all of my babies, all of them, Liesel, Rudy, Max, they all deserve better. The ending makes me cry like a baby. If you haven't read it, please read The Book Thief. It's a story about humanity during a disgustingly dark time in history. And I also have mentioned before, I read a lot, or used to read a lot of World War II historical fiction, so right up my alley, honestly. So I'm really irritated because I had a question that I thought I saved and I did not, but I wanted to talk about it. So I remembered it, I just don't remember who sent it, so I'm very sorry if it was you. Thank you for the question. And if I remember correctly, the person said, I like your box tattoo. Is it for the 1975? And we're talking about this one. And the answer to that question is absolutely. 1, thank you. 2, absolutely. This is my code to other rectangle cult members that I'm one of you. And this was my first tattoo, actually. If you don't know, I got it in 2016. Right before seeing the 1975 play at MSG for the first time. There's a whole vlog devoted to that day if you would like to see it, and I have clips from that. I love it. I forget it's there a lot of the time, actually. I mean, I know it's there because I know all the tattoos that I have, but if I'm just like going about my day, sometimes I'll just like pass a mirror or catch a glimpse of like, oh yeah, that's a thing. Fun fact, I guess it's my fault for waking up so early to do this, but like, can y'all stop making noise? I'm trying to film. Fun fact, I've always really kind of wanted to do a tattoo video, like a tattoo tour or whatever. But one, when I first started thinking about it, I didn't have really enough tattoos to do that. I mean, I definitely do now. So if that's something, it's really like 11 o'clock in the morning and I'm doing this full dark look. Okay. If that's something you're interested in, please let me know, because that's something I'm interested in. And I do have clips from getting all 7 of them. Oh my god, speaking of tattoos, I need everyone to do their part. So Miss Rona can leave so I can go get a tattoo, because I am itching for number 8, you know? And I know what I want to get. Please do me a solid and just stop being stupid. Florida, I'm looking at you, Florida. Sorry, I was just watching, before I started this, I was watching a video of people, I don't know, doing something with Jeeps on the beach in Florida. I'm like, could you not, please? Not right now. This was a choice. This was a choice. So yes, that is a 1975 tattoo. Their new album drops on Friday, so I'm stoked about that. Next question is also from Twitter. This is from Thistle and Verse. Hi. If you could have a crossover between your favorite book series, what would the crossover be and why? Jesus. I mean, a lot of my favorite characters, like main characters, wield bow and arrows, are like archers. Katniss, Zafira, Shazi. So it'd be really, I think, kind of cool maybe to see them form like some league of super archers. That's so stupid, but also they're all kind of, I feel like they could get along possibly. I think Katniss and Zafira could definitely get along. Actually, all of them could get along, I think, because they're all very, they remind me a lot of each other, especially Zafira and Katniss, where they are the main providers for their families, and they are out here trying to protect their little sisters. So I feel like that'd be quite the crossover. What would they do? I don't know, because their worlds are very different. I don't know how Katniss would integrate into Arawia, but I'd like to see her there, you know? I also think that Finnick and why did I almost call him Artemis? Excuse me? Finnick and Altair would get along well. I think they're very similar also. Definitely they have that like charming aspect, but can also like kill you without trying. Even though I don't know how Katniss and Nasir would get along, because which one is going to outbrood the other, you know? Which one is going to hate the world more? This is a choice that I made. I don't know why I decided to go this dark with my eyeshadow, but when I said I was winging it, I guess I was really winging it. I'm just really on a Hunger Games roll today, aren't I? I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Let's go back to Instagram questions. I only have a few left. This is another one that I'm pretty sure is just like a random account randomly asking people questions, but I'm gonna answer it anyway because I like it. And the guy just asked, do you like animals? Very, very much so. I love animals. Going back to the dream job question. For majority of my life growing up, aside from, you know, Broadway, I wanted to be a veterinarian, but then I realized that wasn't for me because I couldn't bring myself to put an animal down, even though I know that's the humane thing to do. I couldn't have done it. Don't add a little shim shim. I'm gonna add a little shim shim, a little sponsored. I love animals. If you show me a video of just an elephant doing anything, I'm gonna cry. You send me a video of like just any small animal, I'm gonna burst into tears. I also really like reptiles. That's not really vital information. I just wanted to put that out there. The only actual pets that I've had have been turtles. Well, I have a tortoise now. I had 3, but one died, R.I.P. Shammy, and the other one is living at my cousin's house, the one who gave him to me. Miss you, Tomas. So now I just have Polly, who is named after DJ Pauly D. And then before them was my turtle. He was a turtle, Doohickey. I have a knack for naming animals. But when I was younger, at my great grandmom's house, we had dogs. Well, I only had a positive experience with one of our dogs. Sheba was the love of my life. And then after that, after she died or was put down, was Sega, who was a demon. And as I'm older, I don't blame the dog, but he then triggered like a fear of big dogs that I'm getting over. Like, I love them from a distance, but when they come over, I'd still panic a little bit. Now, I don't think he was actually a big dog because he was a puppy, but I was 6 when he like attacked me, bit me. Not his fault, I don't think. Not my fault either, but I didn't train him and just let him run buck wild. So what was my point? But yeah, I love animals. I have like a lot of dreams of having all types of pets. I wanted to be a farmer when I was a kid too, not for any other reason than because I wanted to hang out with farm animals. I wanted a horse. I also made a video on my second channel. If you have not subscribed, please go do so, where I was talking about like travel goals, and so many of those travel goals involved animals. So I could sit here and keep talking about animals, but I won't, because I have a few questions left and I am gonna hate to have to edit. Next we have another question from Emily, and it says, Maddie asks, hi Maddie, hardcover or paperback? Hardcover all day. When I was younger, when my mom used to take me to the bookstore, I would refuse to even consider getting a paperback. Now that I don't really have a lot of space for books and I should be on a budget, I have been finding myself, especially right now during this time, I've been finding myself ordering more paperback books, but it's not because I prefer them. Occasionally they have the superior cover, or if I already have an edition of the book, I will get a paperback. Like the We Hunt the Flame UK paperback is really pretty, and I have it, and I want to, when I have space in like a bookshelf, I would very much like to have the Witchlands paperbacks, UK paperbacks. I was gonna put on lashes. I was gonna do a whole special vibe, but I think I'm just gonna put on a bunch of mascara. Do I want to do that? Do I want to put on lashes? Where are the lashes I had set out? Do I want to put on lashes? I'll do it. I haven't put on lashes in a while. Be right back. Okay, hello. We took a little break because my landlord decided he wanted to come paint the ceiling. So I went to the door with one lash on and the other in my hand. The confusion. Poor man. Anywho, so I put my lashes on. They went on easily considering that I haven't worn lashes since the Jonas Brothers in August, and I think it was this pair too. So I'm just gonna first blend my lashes with the lashes and put some on my bottom lash line. But while I'm doing that, the last question I have is from Instagram. It's from Phenomenal Photo, and it's favorite non-writing / reading activity. Okay. Well, used to be going to concerts and, you know, traveling for shows, but I don't know when I'll be able to do that again. But I guess also I have the one good thing about not leaving the house in almost 3 months. I have rediscovered my love of baking. I did mention opening a bakery, so it would help if I, you know, was actively baking. So that's something that I enjoy doing that's not reading or writing. Also doing my makeup, I think. I haven't really done that recently either. But when I do it, it's great. Or I guess I should say buying makeup. That's my favorite. Because I rarely do my makeup. Even before all this, I really only did my makeup to go somewhere. And I haven't gone anywhere since February 4th. February 4th? March 4th. March 4th. So that was my last question. So now I'm gonna do a quick lip and then we're gonna talk about what I'm sure you're all really here for. I haven't used this in so long. That's not the color I wanted to go for. That is not what I wanted. This is not what I want. This is not what I planned. And I just gotta say, I do not understand. We're gonna just wipe a lot of that off. Something's something's not right. Really wrong. Why am I singing High School Musical? What am I looking for? We're just gonna wipe it all off. We're just gonna wipe it all off. Someone told me to only wear my Fenty lip gloss and I didn't listen. So, as far as this giveaway to commemorate 500 subscribers, I would like to do a giveaway, and especially right now, I know it's hard to get books, and shopping shouldn't be at the top of anyone's list. I say shouldn't, but I'm probably got tabs open of some things that I want to buy already. But I think I'm gonna do a book depository giveaway. I'm trying to avoid Amazon right now, so all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel. Make sure you are subscribed. Leave a comment down below of, I don't know, anything you want to talk about. And actually, your comment should also include a link to your book depository wish list, because I will be sending the book through the wish list, so it's open to wherever book depository ships. And you have from now, whenever this goes up, until, I don't know, because I don't know when this is going up, so I'll edit it here. I'll put it here and I'll put it in the description. So thank you once again, subscribe to this channel. I wish there was a way I could like go through and prove that you're subscribed, but I don't care. Subscribe to this channel, leave a comment down below including your book depository wish list, and And thank you for putting up with my mess. Because I don't know why you do it. If you haven't done so yet and would like to subscribe to this, my mess, I won't tell you not to. It's right there. But thank you for watching this. Let me know if you want me to do that tattoo video, because I want to do that tattoo video. Anyway, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like me, feel free to subscribe. All my places are down here so you can follow me, and I'll follow you back. And I'll see you very soon.